Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. More on compounding. Compounding interest, single sums of money. Compounding interest is when you earn interest on both the money you initially put in, called the principal, and on the interest that money earns over time. This is going to be a bit of a repeat. Let's break it down. $1,000, 12% interest, 5 years. How much will you have at the end? Again, this is all formula driven. So we're going to have F, future value, equals present value 1 plus I, number of years. We're going to have 1,000, 1 plus, what do we have here? 8%, 12%, and 5. Here we have 1,000, 1 plus 12 to the fifth, $1,000 times 1.7723. Remember that? Interest rate factor right here. All you do is 1 plus 12 to the fifth. You're going to get 1.7723, 1762.30. Get into the practice of understanding what future value factor is. And I strongly recommend you going online, buying a finance book, and there's endless number of them for $1. Put it in your bookshelf, and then if you run into a problem, take a look at these factor tables. So after 5 years, you'll earn 1762.30. Future value, future value. Present value, we're going to throw it the opposite way. Now let's say you borrow $1,000 at the same 12% interest rate, compounded annually, and you need to pay it back after 5 years. How much do you need to repay? What formula did we use? We used this future value. So now we're going to look at this going F equals 1 plus N of N. So you rearrange it to find P. We're going to look at the present value. So there's a forward looking and then there's a backward looking. Oh, I don't know if that's the right terminology, but you kind of get the gist here. Using the same formula, but rearranging it slightly, arrange it to find P. F, P is equal to future value divided by 1 plus I to whatever term. So plugging in the numbers, the grand divided by 1 plus 12 to the fifth, 564.60. And the end result is you're going to see, using this other formula, we're going to end up with monthly payment of $564.60. Over a 4-year period, you're going to end up paying $1,762.30. If you want to save 10 grand in 4 years in an account that offers 9% interest compounded annually, how much do you need to deposit today? Great question. Using the same formula to find P, P is equal to future value divided 1 plus I over number of periods. Plugging in the numbers, 10 grand. Divide this 1.09, 4 years, 7,084.25. You need to deposit approximately $7,084.25 to reach your goal of 10 grand in 4 years. Here's how it works. 7,084. So we go G53, 7,084, 1 times negative 109 to the first. So we're just growing this. I put a negative in there because we have this 7,084. That's an outflow. In other words, that's money you have to deposit. 7721, year 2. 8416, year 2. 9174, 3-1. We have this compounding effect. It's a beautiful thing. In the 4th year, 10 grand. Work through it if you need to. That's the traditional method. Here is Excel. Work through this particular Excel formula. Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Thanks for watching.